EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we're on to Week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throwing again on second down. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Fields. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Hey, check that.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. The Panthers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
19 tight. 17.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. That caught by Trimble. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week, and it's pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bears. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60, Cup 19.
Throwing on second down. Willis. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
3rd down, it's Willis. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taken in at the 22. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
19 tight.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only...
And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Willis. There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37.
18, 5
On 1st down, Willis. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Panther 11. Trap 50, trap 50. Ready.
Back to throw, Willis. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
To throw, here's Willis.
For Marshall, that's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered theirs. That throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Right back to the air with Willis.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Buffalo 18. Rig alert, rig alert.
Willis on 3rd and goal.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean if no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
70 range, 18 rattlers.
Here's Willis.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's Willis.
He's got a man. That's Marshall. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Off play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Darnell Mooney.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game.